Hey, it's Dr. Dave Candy. Welcome to our weekly Friday Fix. And this week we're going to do some weightlifting for your brain. And I don't mean just cognitive exercise, I mean actually weightlifting for your brain. A lot of people, they don't think about how interconnected our body is. But all of our movements, they don't just affect one part of our body, they affect all the different muscles in our body, as well as our brain organizing all those different sequences to work at the same time. And so a lot of people, they're familiar with certain exercises, but they think, well, something like bicep curls, it's for your biceps. But your whole body is involved, from your feet, keeping your balance on the floor, your hips stabilizing your body over your knees, your back keeping your trunk strong so that your arms can stay in place, your upper arms can stay in place, and your elbows can move. Everything but basically your elbow has to stay in place. And that takes muscles to do that. And that takes brain power to do that. So what I want this to be, if you're following at home or if you're going to replay this at the gym or in a fitness class sometime, to make this an exercise that you think not about what you're doing with your weights, but you think about everything except what you're doing. So if we're going to take an example like bicep curls, start by picking a light weight that you could easily probably do 15 repetitions with. And then stand and just pay attention to your distribution of weight on your feet. Is your weight more on one foot or on the other? And shift side to side and just try to find a balance point where you have an equal amount of pressure on both feet. Then shift your weight forwards towards your toes, backwards towards your heels, and try to find a balance point again. And then pay attention to your trunk. Pay attention to how you're standing. Do you feel stress or tension anywhere? And move or adjust so that it feels like if you moved in any one position, that you'd increase the amount of effort it takes just to stand there. Now from that position, start to do a bicep curl. And start out going back and forth, and just pay attention to how you feel that pressure change in your feet as you're moving along. Just let your arms go for the ride, and pay attention to your feet. Now pay attention to your core, the muscles in your stomach and your back. Do you feel your abdominal muscles kicking in anywhere? Or do you feel your back kicking in? Do you notice, are you trying to go back like that? If you are, you're probably using a little too much weight. So take it down a little bit and just try to focus on keeping everything in your body nice and still. If you look up at your neck, do you feel like your head's out forward? Do you feel a lot of tension in these muscles in the front of your neck? If you do, tuck your chin. Keep your chin tucked in, and think about the tension you feel in the front of your neck, just trying to keep your chin tucked in. And pay attention to everything else and just kind of appreciate how interconnected your body is. That for a single one joint exercise where all you're doing is moving your elbows, that your whole body has to be involved. And your brain somehow has to sequence all of that at the same time. This is a form of mindfulness. It's being aware of your body, and you're just staying grounded in the present moment. Another common example is like a shoulder raise, raising your arms out to the side like that. Now, I just did it wrong on purpose because that's the way a lot of people do it, is with palms down. But that's really, unless you're training for some specific type of physique composition, it's not a great way to hold your arms. That it puts your shoulder in a bad position. And so if you think about thumbs up for success, thumbs up will put your shoulder in a much better position. So again, pay attention to your feet, shifting side to side, front to back, to your core. Kind of find a nice, easy, relaxed position. To your chin, tuck down, and then go out to the side. If you feel like you're straining anywhere, feel like your neck muscles are kicking in too much, then the weight's probably a little heavy for you. This is probably right on the verge of what I feel comfortable with, and maybe a little heavier than if I were doing this just for kind of a mindfulness exercise. So going out to the side, making sure you keep your chin tucked in, not feeling it poke out. If you're doing this in front of a mirror and you see some muscles jumping out here in front of your neck, or you feel some tension up on the top of the shoulders, it's probably a little heavy. Take it down a little bit and just pay attention. Where's the pressure on my feet? How's my core feel? How's my neck feel? How's my chin feel? And so you can make any really simple exercise, just a mindful exercise, a way to stay present, and you really just be aware of how connected your body is. When we treat people with injuries in a certain part of their body in the clinic, we don't look just at that body or just at that body part, because your whole body's connected. And so if you come in for, say, a shoulder injury, we'll look at your back, we'll look at your hips, we'll look at your feet, we'll watch how you walk, we'll watch how you stand, because just shifting your weight from one side to the other actually puts one shoulder up higher. And so if you overpronate on one foot, that can actually have an effect on your shoulders. And your brain is what's in charge of all of that. Your brain has to be aware of how you're moving, how you're holding your body, and that's some of the things that we teach here in Movement for Life. So if you've got a chronic, nagging, aching pain that you've had looked at, and your doctors are giving you shots in that joint, or you've been to a physical therapist and they're giving you exercises for that joint, or you've been to a massage therapist or a chiropractor and they're rubbing or manipulating that joint, and it hasn't worked, then if you're looking for a more holistic solution, we'd love to help you out. And if you follow the link to this on this video, we'll set you up with a free discovery visit so that we can take a look at your problem, see what other things besides the thing that you're having pain in are contributing to your pain, and then set up a solution for you and let you know what it'll take to help you find that relief you've been looking for. Have a great day. Happy Friday.